Hi, I am Gülnar Ceferli from Beylagan and I work at school number 1 named after Rizvan Nasirov in Darnazarli village. So today's lesson for the 9th grade is Time is Like a River, and we prepared our lesson based on Howard Gardner's multiple intelligences. And for this lesson I am going to implement an activity, which means that I am going to improve students' bodily kinetic. And the activity is think, pair, and share. And then we are going to apply visual spatial. As you see on the board, we have some photos related to the lesson. And then we are also going to think critically in order to solve the problem regarding this topic. So let's get started then. For today's lesson, we are going to use the Mayo jar technique. So as you see, these are the things that we need: stones, sand, a jar, and a glass. Hi. Excellent. So before starting the lesson, I want them to think about these questions, and then I want them to work in pairs, and then after working in pairs they will share their ideas, and then we will do our experiment. So yeah, here we go. Okay, our group work is done, so Mehmet is going to answer the first question. So I'm going to read it for you. How do you spend your time?
We spend our time in front of our computers. We also play on the phones.
Oh, on the phones, okay. So what about you? How did you answer the first question?
We spend our time with our family, our friends, and relatives.
Oh, okay, nice. So the next question. Number 2. Do you spend more time with your family?
Yes, we enjoy having a family meal.
Oh, okay, have family meal. Okay, what about you guys?
Of course, family. Time is precious.
Precious, right. So what about you? The third question. How would you fill the jar?
With the sand.
Uh-huh. With the sand, nice. So what about you? How would you fill the jar? The third question. Yeah, with the sand, with the stones. Number 3. Number 3. What did you write?
With the stones and sand.
Ah, okay, with the stones and sand. Nice. Okay, number 4. Which objects would you put the jar at first?
The sand at first.
The sand at first. Okay, what about you?
The stones and then the sand.
With the stones and then the sand. That makes sense. Okay, so the 5th question. What do the stones represent?
The stones represent the most important things, like family, love, life, and healthy.
And health. Okay, but what about the last question? What does the sand represent?
The sand represents small things, like our house, car, etc.
Okay, nice. Okay, what about you? What did you write for the number 5 and then number 6?
As everything life.
Us, everything, and life for the stones. Okay, but what about the sand? The question number 6. What about the sand?
Sand represent our work.
Our work, only our work. Okay, not bad. Dear students, the jar represents our life. So I ask you how you are going to fill our life. So what did your group choose? How are you going to fill the jar?
We chose to fill the jar with the sand because we want it to be full of everything. Then we can add some stones which represent other important things.
Okay, so let's do that. She is doing it quite neatly. Nice. So you want the jar to fill with everything. Okay. Yeah, the jar is fully full. Okay. Well, what about the stones? Okay. That's all? It didn't work well because You don't have enough time for other important things. So what about the other group? How would you fill the jar? How did you solve this problem? So how you are going to value the important things in our life?
Me and my friends told me about this problem, and we decided to fill the jar with the stones at first, because it will help us know the importance of these things in our life.
Exactly.
After that, we can add sand to fill the other gaps in our life.
Right, exactly. You see, they value the most important things, the big things in their life. So like, what kind of things? What are the big things in our life? Huh? What are the stones representing? Stones.
Stone represent the most
Important things, right? What kind of things? For example, like what?
like family,
Exactly.
work,
Okay.
love,
Love, right? And health. Health, yeah, right. So, and what about the sand? You see, now the jar is full. Right. Just spin it. Spin it. Right. You see, it is full.
Yeah, now I understand the main point.
Yeah, the main point is that we have to value everything in our lives. Okay, good. Thank you so much for this experiment. Highly appreciate, and I hope you learned something.